Alright, so this is another transition challenge. We're going to talk about the match cut today. The match cut arguably is one of the most impressive edits you can make if you do it right. There's a lot of different ways to do this. You'll see this in 1,000 different ways. I'll leave an example video in the classroom today. Go check that out and you'll see a bunch of different ways you can create this match cut. But it really comes down to two different things. Matching on the scene or matching on the action. So for example, if I'm in this pose right here, I can match this exact scene, my face in this exact spot, in the next shot in a different location. Or I can match on the action, meaning that if I do like this, or if I just move over to the side, or I look to the right, and then in the next scene I'm looking to the right again, that's matching on that action. So if I'm sitting here like this right now, and then I go to my next scene and I'm in the same exact pose, just in a different location, put those two together. That's your match cut. You can do this in 100 ways. I've got a couple of examples here to kind of show you how you can do this just sitting in your house playing around with it. So I did two different forms of this. I did the match on the actual item, so the still object, and then I did a match on action. So you've seen this effect 100 times. You've watched TikTok, you know you've seen this. So in this example, you'll see where I'm kind of checking out my shirt. I don't like it. I pop up, I snap my fingers, bam, it changes. Now the match here is in the hands, right? It's easy to kind of match up with that audio click too. Bam, you can see it, you can hear it, you can edit it, right? Don't like that shirt, swap off. Much better, okay? So simple little things like this can kind of create your general match look. Now this is another example, and I'm going to show you a little bit more detail on how I did this. Notice I've got dogs running around, so they kind of mess up my shoelace here in this first edit. But I've got my socks and my shoes right here, and I'm going to put them on quickly, right? They're going to stay in the same location. I'm going to kind of match where they are based on this tile here. I'm going to try to keep them in the same location as best as possible. Now I've just got my phone sitting on top of a pan on this little island, keeping it above where I'm at, right? You don't have to get complicated with it. So if you look, I put my foot up, I step in, step into the shoe, it's on, step into the other shoe, it's on, right? Turn around, we got the same snap, and it goes off, shoes are tied, walk it off, right? So there's all kinds of ways to do this. Let's look at the whole footage of that one though, the whole footage. Now in this clip, you'll see that I am taking my time kind of trying to figure out where I need to be, how my body can be held up and keeping this awkwardness. I step on the sock, I stop, I put the sock on, trying to keep my heel, my foot in the exact place. Hello puppy, get out of the way, you're messing up my shoelace. And then I keep it in the same spot, bam, there's my next shot. Keep moving on. Again, trying to keep my feet as still as possible so that I keep in the same location. It's not easy. You can mark this with little pieces of dirt or something that's sitting on the floor. Just kind of put it at the tip of your toe so you know where you are. So you see again, stepping into the shoe and then putting the shoe on, right? It's all about the cut and how you cut it. So let's go into the program real quick. And you'll see when I take this shoe, I've got a cut right here, okay? So as I move forward slowly, you'll see I step in, and this is a little bit of a cut on action here because I cut right at the end of the action and into the shoe. If done correctly, it should look relatively seamless. People really shouldn't see that cut. That's the goal. So it should just automatically happen. You can do this with heavy motion blurs, like if your head's whipping around, maybe they won't see that curve that happens that changes your glasses, the sunglasses. Little things like that to kind of make that overall look. You see, bam, I was way off on this one. But it's little things like that. The closer you can keep it to accurate, the better it's going to be in the long run, right? So I want you to kind of experiment with this match cut. I want you to go in, I want you to try to film some different match cuts for how you can do it. Think outside the box. You don't have to match my edits. Again, anytime your face is making the same face in the same location with a different background, that's a match cut. Anytime you're sitting here like this and then in the next shot you're in a different location and your hand's still in that same spot and you continue on, that's a match cut. There's a lot of different ways to do this. The ones I've shown are a little different. You can do it however you want. Again, film for your project. Create your match cut that you're going to use in your project here. So you have to create 3 different match cuts, 3 different setups, minimum 5 seconds, probably should be closer to 10, just to make sure that you have time to show all of it. So again, 3 edits that match these match cuts, 3 of your own match cuts, filmed preferably for your project. Don't waste this time. You're filming anyway. Film for something that you need. You need match cuts in your projects. Create a match cut for your project here. Once done, upload an MP4 for me, and I look forward to seeing what you're going to do with this. This can be a really exciting one done correctly.